Hello guys, welcome back to another video. My name is Carlos. This is my tech review on the Galaxy S22 Ultra. I almost called it Note 22 Ultra. So I've been having this phone as a daily driver for the past 2 weeks, and here's my final thoughts about that device that I had it in my hands. I've been away from YouTube for more than a couple of months, 3 4 months. Last video I made was about the Pixel 6. So here's my full review about this device. Now don't expect any pictures comparison. You can watch other YouTubers to show you picture qualities compared to other devices. I'm not going to go into detail. This is just about how the device handles itself from the moment I wake up, the battery percentage to the end of the day. And yeah, just basically want to share with you my experiences. So I bought this case, white case, which was a big mistake on my behalf, as I work for an Owen lumber company, so it's kind of hard to maintain it clean. I'm a truck driver who's delivering material for new houses, so that's what I've been doing this couple of 4 months, um, and so here we have the device itself. I got the black version. I wanted to get the burgundy or the white or the green, but couldn't get my hands on those. They were out of stock, so I went with the pure black. I do love the design. You know, the flat sides on the front and on top and bottom. Um, Still getting ultrasonic second gener or we're on what third generation of ultrasonic fingerprint scanner. I like the camera turnout, the way they did this. Very large cameras. Very good quality. I can't complain about that. However, we'll get to about those cameras in a minute. The this, I can't speak. The ultrasonic fingerprint scanner works really good. I do have a plastic screen protector on. I'm the type of guy that takes care of the device. I'm not gonna go bare naked with the device. I always have a case and a screen protector. Um, so if you notice, my home screen is a little different than most. I like to always put a another. Um, I always like to put another default, whether it be Nova Launcher or Launcher. This one I believe is it's or yeah, it's Nova Launcher, the new one. Um, and I went with circles because I want to keep it as much as Google Pixel stock as much possible. Um, with the home screen on my left side. Of course, you can do that with the just the way the default launcher has on the Samsung. However, this one you can customize it a little bit. You can make the icons round, and it's just a better all experience. The 120 hertz refresh rate, how it goes, the variable rate, how it goes from 1 to 120 hertz. It's awesome. Um, my screen on time. So here's my screen on time. I'm showing you guys on the screen. I've got about 35% left. Um, so the battery. I want to touch on about the battery. So as I've been using my device for the past 2 weeks as my daily driver, part of my job is to use Google Maps all day long, and I've been using Google Maps to go places. Of course, I got everything in dark mode, even my Google Maps, my Gmail, everything, my WhatsApp, everything is completely in dark mode. So I can try to save a little bit of battery. I turned my 5G into LTE. I don't really see the point of 5G yet in where I live in Kansas City. It's a give or take situation. It's not that great as of now. Maybe later this year it'll get better. So I turned down to LTE to save some battery. And actually, I turned down the display as well. I don't have it in. I have it. Well, I do have it in WQHD now, but I have kept it FHD to save some battery. And it's not helping. So roughly around the day, it'll get me through the day. Don't get me wrong, but you can expect better from Samsung with the 5,000 milliamp battery. Me lowering down to 4G instead of 5G. You would think that I would get a much better battery than this, but I don't. I think that's something that Samsung needs to improve from going on from this point on. Maybe with the S23 next year, or perhaps the Galaxy C Fold 4 that's coming out in August. So we'll see how things turn out. But like I said, I don't think we're getting snow tonight. I don't think that Samsung has done. Sure, it's a great device, and like I said, it takes good quality photos. But this is a ceiling fan that I put up myself today. Went from that to this, and I'm very proud of myself. Anyways, what I want to touch on is the fact that this device lags a lot. And remember, this is the Snapdragon version, which has the Snapdragon 8 1 generation, and it should be blazing fast, and it lags at points. So part of my job is to go to the job site, deliver my lumber, and then when I deliver it to the house being built or the house being remodeled, I have to take a picture. And then after that picture, I have to send an email. So right when I've taken a picture, you know, go from picture, let me just take a picture of this, right? I go here, and you see that lag right there? Then I go to my Gmail, then I go to compose. But you notice that lag that it did on the photo? It does that every single time. And before this device, I was using a Google Pixel 6, which is what I'm currently recording this video on, the Google Pixel 6. And I was not getting this from the Google. Everything was very smooth. And remember, the Google Pixel 6 only comes with 90 hertz. And I was like, what? And get this. So I went to developer options, um, and I went from, where is this at? The scale, transition animation scale, window animation scale, and animated duration scale. I turned it down to zero point 0.5. I don't know if you can see that on the screen. Everything is turned down to zero point 0.5 to make the phone feel much smoother, much faster. Um, I also have touch sensibility turned on display, to make it faster. Touch sensitivity. Um, and still, um, and this is not the Samsung Galaxy S22 Ultra. It's not living up to my hype. But remember, I might get some hate comments on this. This is my opinion based on my experience that I had from using this device for 2 weeks. Um, I know some people might have had this phone more than 2 weeks. Some YouTubers review this. Now it's been what, a month, 2 months since they have it. MKBHD might have it for 2 months. Um, and it's not gonna be every single person. And I don't know if it's because I changed the default launcher to Nova launcher, um, but it's not a big issue. It's not a bug. It's just from the point I snap the photo, I go into my home screen, I see a lag, and it's just like a couple second lag, but it bugs the crap out of me. Like I'm like, a device this strong, like this heavy, with good quality, with good specs, you wouldn't be, expecting any sort of lag, especially with the brand new device. I don't even have that many apps running. I still got like 72 gigabytes of 128 left. So that tells you, Samsung needs to better performance. And I know they can probably fix this with the software update. And like I said, I might be the only one having this issue. Um, I don't know if it's because I use the phone all day, but like I said, I used the Google Pixel 6 way before that, since it came out on launch, and I never once had that problem. And this happens very constantly. You saw it in this video, it happened. So, anyways, I am gonna be returning this device. It's not for me. I hate curved displays. I don't know when Samsung and Google and when all these big brands are gonna stop making curved displays. I'm sorry if you're offended, if you're like curved displays, I respect that, but it's just what's the point? I don't see the point of having a curved display. Like, what's the purpose? And I did have the Google Pixel 6 Pro, but I turned it away because I'm like, man, I can't stand this curved display. It's just like when you're watching something and you're trying to go back, it's like if you want to do it with the S Pen, it's kind of like sometimes it's really just like tricky. Like you're like, oh, it's not catching, it's not going, and it's just a pain. And speaking of the S Pen, this 2.8 millisecond, it's really awesome. Like you can feel like you're writing on paper. So anyways, guys, this is it. I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and if you guys own this device, let me know down in the comments if you're having any sort of lag, any issues with it. If not, then cool, that's good for you. But yeah, like I said, I'll be returning this device to Samsung within the next couple of days, and I'm gonna have the S22 Plus, and we'll see. I'll review that phone and see if I have any problems with it. Well, this has been it, guys. Hope you guys enjoyed this video. See you on the next one.